Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you, getting into my weekly check-in and checking in for week 3 of my weekly check-in. Every week I check in with 6 categories that I keep an eye on to make sure I'm staying within budget and using the actual cash that I actually have in my bank account in order to cover the expenses that I track here. So I have 6 categories: grocery, household. Most of these are just abbreviated on my paper. Grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gas, and copay. And then unbudgeted, which just means if it comes out of the checking account, like the buffer of the checking account, which I don't have a lot of right now, that's where I would put it and track it. So other than that, I don't budget for it. I just have a placeholder for any transactions like that. If you're new, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I do monthly budgets, paycheck to paycheck budgets, weekly check-ins, a mortgage Monday once a month, and sinking fund setup and sinking fund closeout. And then I close out my budget on the last week of the month, which this month in January will be week 4. I'll be closing that out at the end of the month on 29th, 30th, something like that. And then I will be going into the new month. So I'll close out the weekly check-in and paycheck 2 then. So those are my videos I typically put on this channel. So if you're interested, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm looking for watch hours, and I'm very close to getting 1,000 subscribers, and I would love if you guys would come along with the ride with me and budget together. I love sharing my budget and helping others budget, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So let's go ahead and get into the transactions for this budget. Here are all my transactions for the month of January, and we are focused on week 3, which is January 16th through the 22nd. Now again, this is Friday when I'm filming it, a couple days later, but those will be next week's transactions. So I'm just not even going to count those today, but I will be counting everything from the 16th through the 22nd. I have 4 no spends this week. Wow, we have been snowed in for quite a while. I do live in Kentucky, and I normally do not have this many no spends. I usually spend on the weekend, starting on Thursday to Sunday, and then once on Monday. So there are days that I don't typically spend on, but lately I have, just based on the pay schedule and everything that we had this month, and then the snow days that we've had. We've had a lot of snow days. So snow started here on the 5th, and it will be melting this weekend. So it's been about 20 days. And that's not normal for around here. Around here, where I live in Kentucky, it's normally 2 or 3 days to a week tops. That's it. But it's been very cold, and I'm looking forward to 40-degree weather. I never thought I'd say that, but I am looking forward to 40-degree weather, which is nice. So the first thing I always do when I come here to my transaction page on checking off the different categories, which I have color-coded right here. We're going to start with pink, which is grocery, household, and go over how much I spent and then some of the things I bought as I go through the transactions. So the first thing I have here is $208.06, and this was just a big replenishment grocery pickup. All of my groceries have been picked up this month. I do not want to go in and get sick, catch a cold or a flu or anything. No, they can put it in the truck in my car and I'll take it home, but I'm not going to walk around the store and breathe all that in. So I have been doing grocery pickup only, or ordering from Amazon, which works because it just comes straight to the door. But I got milk, breakfast things. My husband, when he goes to work, he takes a personal size bottle of tea. So I bought some tea for him and bottled water. And then I stocked up. No, I didn't stock up. I got ground beef, steak, and chicken. So there's some meats in here, snacks, storage bags, and stuff like that for that grocery pickup there. A couple items on Amazon that I purchased that I put under grocery and household. Household could mean for me everything from bathroom items like toothpaste, toothbrush, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, to other household things. And one item I put in here that was household was file folders. I need new file folders for the new year and things like that, so I can put away the bills for the month and stuff like that. So that's for the house. It's for household, so I just took it out of there, and that's where I had most of my money for spending categories goes into grocery household. So I thought that was a wise place to put it because I didn't have enough in miscellaneous. The other thing I also bought was supplements. I buy my supplements on Amazon and just have it delivered when I need them. That way I don't have to wonder, does the grocery store have what I want? Do they have the brand I'm looking for? I know Amazon's got it, and the prices are usually pretty competitive to what I would get in the stores around here. So that was $34.85. And then over here with Meijer. Meijer is my local grocery store. So I actually went in for this one time. It was $72.79. And I'm trying to remember what we got. For this one, oh, I remember why I went inside. My kids forgot to tell me what they needed. They said, no, I don't need anything when I did my big grocery pickup. And then they said, oh, Mom, I forgot to tell you this. Toothpaste, body wash for one of my sons, and the body wash that he uses, that he likes to use, there was buy two, get one free. And they're $10. And so I spent $20 on something that I normally would spend $30 if I bought three, and that lowered the price, and he's well stocked for several months, so I don't have to buy it for a while, so that's why that price is a little high. And then cold and flu medicine for my husband because he was getting a scratchy throat and not feeling well. He still worked and, you know, traveled and all the things in like single digit mornings and stuff like that, and part of his job is outside, and so yeah, he was kind of feeling under the weather, so we got him some of that medication, bathroom supplies, and then I picked up soup and things like that. So that was $72.79. The crazy thing about this, I did have coupons and I had a $20 off, so the original price was much higher, closer to $100, but that $20 points reward that I got with using the Meijer's app and building up reward points and stuff really did come in handy. So I had that, and that's why that was $72.79. And then the last grocery item here was just some snack replenishments. They had a sale on buy one, get one 50% off ground beef. I buy like the leanest meat you can get. I think it's 93.7 percentage, is 7% fat, 93% lean. They're more expensive because of the processing. I like cooking with it. It's best for our health and especially when my husband's health started changing over time. They're like, you gotta reduce certain things, and that was one of the things we reduced. So I bought 6 pounds, and it's buy 1 pound, get one 50% off. So it really lowered the cost of that, and then I freeze it and use it as needed. So I always buy several pounds of that, at least 6 pounds every time that sale happens, and then I can just use it as I need it and go through each week. So that was the groceries for that week. I had other snacks, drinks, chili mixes, and canned goods, some fruit like bananas and stuff in that order as well. And that covers everything for grocery household. Now let's go ahead and total up these transactions and see how much I spent in this category. So I have $208.06 plus $34.85 plus $72.79 and $183.89. There we go. So I spent about $454.59, which is pretty good. A little high, but just because I had a low spend on groceries this particular week, I moved that money forward and had a little extra wiggle room here to buy extra groceries later in the week. So that turned out pretty good. So the next thing I have here is restaurants. In restaurants, we had 2. We went out to eat to Buffalo Wild Wings, me and my husband, just for a night out, date night. We hadn't been out of the house for a while. That was $56.62, including tip. And then we did a delivery order of Papa John's Friday night pizza night for the whole family. And actually, no, we didn't do delivery here. It was $50.41. We went and picked it up and bought an extra pizza and went to my parents' house and had pizza night at their house and just had a good evening there, spending time with them and visiting for a while. So it's $56.62 plus $50.41. All right, so that's $107.03, and that was eating out, which is pretty good for us. Next we have is miscellaneous. So that miscellaneous is this green color, and the first one I have is Amazon. And that's the only one I have, 6408. And don't remember what that was. Oh, I do remember what that was. Let's see. I ordered a new phone. It came in from AT&T, and I needed a new case, which I have right here. It's my new phone and new case. I have it on Amazon, so I'm looking at my purchases. And then I also have this thing where I can charge Apple Pods, headphone pods, and then my phone. I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't wear the Fitbit I used to wear all the time, and I'm not going to get an Apple Watch only because I noticed that I was having severe neck strain and pain, and because of that, it just was really hard to move my shoulders, and they were freezing up on me. It was just horrible. I thought it was age. I just turned 50. I found out that your body does not handle the radio frequencies that's coming from your device as well. You're going to hurt. And I took my Fitbit watch off, and the pain went away. And I have more flexibility in my shoulders, and I can, reach and have less pain and all the things. So I will not wear those devices again. I won't wear them on me. I do still have my phone and all that stuff, and I wear the AirPods sparingly. So it's just something my dad gave me that he upgraded on his. Not everybody has this problem, but I did, and so I will never wear them. But that's what I got, a stand to put my phone on, charge it, and all the things, as well as a case for my new phone. Now 6408. And so far they seem to be working pretty well. Next I have is copay. Oh, here they are. So I went to the pharmacy and picked up my prescription, $6.25, and then my son's prescription was $12.56. All right, and we'll total those up. $6.25 plus $12.56, and that is $18.81. All right. Next, I have bills. I used to have a bill calendar. I don't anymore, and I kind of miss it when I come to this part to show you guys. So I don't know. So the bills that came out are AT&T, my husband's bills, and my storage for my phone. And then a sinking fund. So this is Norton. What I had done for my sinking funds is I transferred less over to the savings account and kept back the amount I needed for the sinking funds for Norton. My husband's laptop has that security on it, and it auto renews every year. So I have a sinking fund for it. So instead of moving the money back and forth, I just moved what I need over to my sinking funds, and then kept back what I needed for Norton. And then I paid Norton with the bills for this month. So all the bills are caught up for the month. I won't have any for paycheck 4, not paycheck 4, week 4, the weekly check-in. So that's what we're going to total up right here. Okay, so that was $391.88. So this is the weekly check-in. The reason I include my bills is because all these transactions that I tracked here on the calendar, as well as these bills, went to a credit card. And every week I pay that credit card off, and that's the weekly check-in. And that is me using the actual cash that we actually have in our checking account for that week to take care of bills and expenses. So we're going to put these totals in, and I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, starting with grocery household, that was $454.59. Restaurants was $107.03. And then miscellaneous was $64.08. And then gasoline was $0. Because we have not been driving anywhere, one fill up for the month was enough for my gas tank. I will need to fill up probably at the end of this month before the next month starts, and that'll be fine because I have plenty of money in that category to cover it. But normally I have 2 fill-ups, so but not this month. Copay was $18.81 and 0 for unbudgeted. Okay, so the totals for what I have left for the last week of the month are grocery household, $456.56. Restaurant, and that is $233.53. Miscellaneous, $85.03 minus $64.08. That gives us $20.95. Now these check marks over here are just that I've already paid the bank, and this lets me know all these categories that I've spent in, that money has been paid, so I don't have to think about it later. And of course gas did not change, so $194.72, and then I might fill up next week regardless, just to start the new month with a full tank of gas before this month ends, so that'll be good. $73.12 for copay minus the $18.81 that we spent. We still have $54, which we don't need. I don't think we have any more prescriptions to pick up, and we have no doctor's appointments, so that's good. I like to have a buffer that would include an appointment or two, but not always necessary. And then 0 for unbudgeted. So how much did we have left for the last week of the month? So 456.56 plus 233.53 plus 20.95 plus the 194.72 and 54.31. Okay, so we have $960.70. I have already spent some of this. I've already tracked that, but at the end of week 3, that is what we're starting week 4 with, which is way more than what we really need. On average, we need about $500 or $600, and this is definitely above that. And hopefully, after the end of the month comes and I close out the budget for the spending categories, I can use what's left to go and put into the onto the credit card to pay some things off on the credit card. That's what I'm excited for. I will have one unbudgeted item next week, and because I know I have this amount of money and it will be able to sustain that amount, then that'll be good, and I get to pay for that. And then anything else above and beyond that, that's what is going to pay the credit card, because I do have a balance on there. It's $1,800, and I need to get rid of that soon, sometime this year. So hopefully we can. We'll see. So as you can see here, this completes my weekly check-in of the spending as well as the bills that I had listed on my little sheet here. I'm just going to move these numbers over so I have them. I always forget to do this, but I do want this already set up for next week when I close out my budget for the month. So this is just the budget set up for week 4. I hope your budgets are going well and that you are able to stay in budget with this month. Did January turn out to be a slow month for you guys, or is January like a high spend month for you? Every year it seems like, because it's so cold and inclement weather and things like that, our Januaries, no matter where we've lived, and we've lived a lot of places, our Januaries tend to always be a low spend month without even trying. So I don't even try to make it as a goal. It usually typically happens that way. I think we get tired of the spending from like full-on spending from the end of October going all the way through New Year's, and by the time January hits, you're out and you're tired, and you don't want to spend any more money, and you just want to rest. And this is us resting and taking a moment for our budgets to kind of breathe a little bit. And sometimes the snow forces us to do that. So that's what happened to us this year. Everything looks great. Things are still happening for the month. I will close out the budget here at the 30th or 31st, and then start the new month on the 1st. I should have a February budget video coming up for the new month, hopefully here soon in the Monday, Tuesday time frame of next week. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care.